Welcome to News, Booze, and What We Choose with Danielle and Dami.
Grab a drink, get the news, and come hang with us. With us.
Cheers.
Oh, it's been a week. Cheers.
It's reflective.
With
It's
us.
reflective. Opa. Oh
That reminds me of like Swedish Chef. Like hoo-doo-doo.
my God, I haven't seen that in so long. Holy crap.
Favorite characters. For cartoon.
So, on that note, what are you drinking?
Oh God, now I'm gonna try and say this and I'm gonna mess it up. Okay, I am drinking this. It's called Little Beast Tree
Hmm.
Spirit, and it's Fooder, aged ale with tart cherries. So this is the word I was like, I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna look
Is
it
it
up.
delicious?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's not as light as I was like hoping, and it's not as tart. It's kind of funky, but like good. So I know I'm not selling it. It's
Is
kind
it
of
like a sour beer? I've never had a sour beer, but I've heard things and it's apparently good. Our sour beer is good.
Sour beers are good. I was like on a huge kick for like a couple years, and then I was like, wait, this is really tart. Like, I don't think I think I need a break. There's so many beers out there that are like really close to wine, so I feel like you would really have a lot of fun like exploring all the different types.
Just not a beer gal. I'd rather just have wine or a
You
hard kombucha.
you'd be surprised. I feel like there is a whole nother like world out there of beer and like and like how they make it, the process that
How about that's what we should do next time I come out? We'll go to like a beer place or whatever so I can actually do a tasting, like a little sampler thingy. I haven't done that
hmm
in like 10 years when I went to Vegas and I did a sampler thing at like one of the bars.
Let's do it. Yeah, there's a lot of family friendly spots too, so like they'll have, cool things for
Heck
kiddos.
yeah. Well, I'm drinking a Waterloo grape.
Ah.
Yeah, we're recording this on 9/11, so on Patriot Day, on Remembrance Day. Um, and didn't really plan ahead. So I didn't get anything to drink. It was a last minute thing. So yeah, gonna enjoy my grape Waterloo, which is actually pretty damn tasty.
I hope, you know what? Waterloo sponsor us.
Waterloo is divine. And actually, the fun fact, there's a lot of traces of bad stuff in a lot of spring waters. And this one is actually one, or spring, sparkling waters. This is actually one of the better ones on the rating system. LaCroix is actually not good,
Yeah.
apparently. And
LaCroix.
bubbly or buble, whatever it was.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Hmm,
So just be aware of what's seeping into your sparkling water.
that's true. Yeah. So,
Like,
last year's, how's it been going in your neck of the woods?
did the Halloween photos. So excited to
Oh
share.
God, I can't wait to see.
So excited to share. Oh my God. Oh my God, it was so good. We had to do it twice though because I didn't realize until we were like I kept having to say like eyes on, my phone, eyes on my phone because I had a little because I
Oh.
take the pictures and then I send them away. So they're not AI when you see them. They're not AI. They are actually done by my friend who does fantasy editing, Brittany. So she does uses her Photoshop and all of her skills, and it takes her a few days to get them edited perfectly to make it look exactly like the vision that I had.
So cool.
And the first time that we did all the pictures, I then look at them, why it's not looking at the camera once. So then I was like, get back in your clothes. Let's go and get changed again into your costumes. We got to do it again. So then I got at least a certain shot where she could put his head from one on it. Thankfully that worked. So
Oh my God. I can't wait to see him.
I'm so excited. I'll send you a little teaser, but I'm so
I was gonna
excited.
ask you, but I didn't want to push my luck.
Here, I'll send you one right now so you can actually see it as I continue to tell you about my week. But don't obviously give it away, but also don't um this isn't the actual final.
Okay.
So this is still just teaser and I'm going to do a zoom up version so you actually don't see the whole shebang.
Does Brittany get a Christmas Halloween card too, even though she's
Yes.
okay?
All right, I'm sending it your way. It's not done yet. This is like the second edit version that she sent me.
Cute.
All right. And then while you're looking at that,
Mhm.
okay, I just sent it. Let me know when you get it. But
God, that is so good.
Okay, you saw it. Good.
It's so good. I'm not gonna give it away.
Isn't
Oh.
it so good? Okay, so last year obviously was like, oh, so good. I was girl ghost face. Wyatt was Chucky with my knife in his hand, and then Forrest was Jason with a machete. And then I wanted all three franchises to be blended, so I asked her, I was like, "Can you have us standing in front of the Scream House on a dock as if you're like we're by Camp Crystal Lake, and then the Chucky Child's Play box is tilted up on the edge of the dock, so all of the franchises are all featured." I was like, "There's no way we're ever gonna top this." And dare I say, this year's could top it.
Can you text me what this is from? I don't want to say what I think
Oh,
it is out
yeah.
loud,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I want to keep her secret. But what I was thinking, and probably not it, but
And oh,
it doesn't even matter that oh, that is so good. Okay, thank you.
well, what else would it have been if it's not that?
You know where my head went was now I can't even think of what it's can I say it?
Text it.
It's nothing to do with horror.
Oh, then tell me.
The Umbrella Academy for
Oh,
some
no.
weird reason. I don't know why.
Nope. Not even close.
Nobody even looks like
No, what was, I know, I was like that. What was really cute though about it is like I got them excited that morning. I was like, this is what we're gonna do for our pictures. And so Forrest got super excited. I got all of his accessories that he needed. And then they asked to watch it 3 times in a row. So I was like,
Oh,
yay, at least you're excited for this year's theme.
they
Because
are.
last year they couldn't watch Jason, Child's Play, or Ghostface, so
Yeah.
or Scream rather, I mean. But yeah, so we did the Halloween photos. They are going to be out soon. She should be done this weekend, and then I'll order the cards, send them out. So the weekend after or the week after that, a full because it takes a while for them to print. Then I'll send them out and then I'll post them. So in a couple weeks, I'll be able to post them.
So good.
I just love this is instead we don't do Christmas cards. We
Mhm.
do Halloween cards instead.
It's adorable.
And then aside from that, Forrest had his first School of Rock this week and he loved it.
Cool.
I'm so thankful because like I want him to be excited about things. I don't want to force him to do things. So he got excited. He wanted to play the drums. So I was like, okay, rock on, kid.
Mhm.
Um, and then next week he said he wants to try the guitar. So
Cool.
it's cool because for their level, they want them to be introduced to all of the instruments to decide what they really want before you like hone in on one.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we did that at School of Rock, really loved it. The people that work there are really awesome. So 10 out of 10 experience if you have a kiddo that you want to get into music, get them into School of Rock. There's tons everywhere.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, Jack Black movie. I don't know which came
Realize it
first.
was a franchise until kind of recently when I saw one and I was like, oh, that's a franchise.
Yeah, no, I've seen the franchise for a while though, but I was like, did the movie come first or did the franchise come
Yeah.
first? Chicken or the egg? And then last but not least, last night actually I had a girls' night with Shri. You met her at the boy's birthday. So she came over, we had a girls' night, and I made cooked dinner, had green onion pancakes. They're like the Thai pancakes that you can have that are really good. Wyatt loved them, like obsessed with them. So I was like, okay, well, good, I'll get you more. Uh, some sesame rice and veggies, and it was delicious. And then we watched Trick or Treat because
No,
she's never seen it. And
I've seen it. Yeah.
the one with Sam, like and it has like it's a comic based on a comic book situation. So there's like 5 stories in one,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
all like come together. But what I Sheila, I just love that she always has her brain on her like burlesque and like her performances and stuff. Because she has a regular like traditional job, corporate job, but she is also uh she does the silks in the air and does like the acrobatic stuff, and then she does some fire work, like fire dancing and some burlesque. So she's kind of a sexy jack of all trades. So there's a scene in Trick or Treat where the girls get animalistic, I'll say, so I don't give things away. But she's like, "Ooh, this would be really good for burlesque." So she got inspired. But so good. Such a good time. I miss having girls' nights. Like when me, you, Brittany, and Lo all lived in the same vicinity. So I would like have girls' nights with you each.
Yeah.
I
I know.
miss that.
I know. I do too.
What'd you
Right.
do?
Um, it was kind of just like a weird week, you know, where like I went to South Bay a couple of times. We did a video recording for training at work. And someone had to dress up as a gorilla. Um, and it just was really funny and cute to see like the camaraderie and also like the willingness to like do athletic things, you know, in front of a camera that my team doesn't normally do. So very grateful to them. But I mean, just in general, I think I was really consumed with the state of the world, which I know we'll get into. And I don't know, it just couldn't like, it just felt funky, you know? And
It
then the
really does.
weather was funky. It didn't help anything. It didn't feel super bright and cheery.
Yeah, I actually today it's been gloomy the last couple days, like with little spots of blue skies, but I was like, fuck this. So I turned on the air conditioning as cold as I could get it so I could wear a hoodie and put a pumpkin candle on and pretend it's fall.
Yeah, I get like
I was like, I need to feel something.
it was kind I mean, that was like the nice thing was like I was like, well, I did decorate the inside of my house for Halloween.
What
So
did you do? I didn't know how much decorations you guys get into.
oh, you don't?
No.
We have so much decorations. It is
I
more like
outside.
yes, outside. Inside, we have a few Disney haunted houses
Oh,
and like pirate ships, and then I got the Mickey and Minnie pumpkins, and those are really, really stinking cute. It's
yeah, you
cute
talked about those
inside.
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, cute inside, scary outside.
And is there room for all those stuff? Because you had a lot outside.
Yeah, for outside, we'll have to figure out like where things go. I think where I'm wondering is like where the hell that giant skeleton is gonna go.
Well, I
Um,
mean, you have that little corner patch, but maybe you put that on the side.
that's kind of what I was thinking. I envision a spot. If he fits there, we'll see. If not, I have another spot that might work.
Can you please leave him up through Christmas and just get him a Santa hat?
No, I told you this. I'm a purist when it comes to Christmas.
Christmas.
And then I snorted.
Zoom took out the snort.
Oh man. For Christmas, I'm a purist. You know what would be cute though is like if I wasn't a like horde of skeletons doing caroling, that'd be really cute.
That would be so cute. Oh, see, you should just do it. I mean, hello, there is Nightmare Before Christmas.
I also feel like logistically, if you don't put away Halloween, like you're never gonna put it away. Like
Oh
it,
no,
you know what I mean? Like it's gonna take till
I'm November 1st. Get out of here.
yeah.
Sayonara, it's Christmas time. But the thing is, I also put a Santa hat on my Sam doll. So speaking of trick or treat, I have a Sam baby. So he's just like he's holding this in his hand.
God.
Um, and then he has a Santa hat I got specifically for him.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You know, there's like a date site now for Disney adults. I
I'm
feel
not a Disney adult though.
no, but I feel like there should be a dating site for Halloween like lovers. You know what I mean? Because like, usually the Halloween peeps and the Disney adults are one and the same.
Get me on there.
I could see like that would be like a fun, spooky kind of like twist on dating
Yeah, but I'm not.
and
No.
ghosting. You
I mean, I also do have Krampus. Oh my God, that'd be funny. Like you
right?
get a ghosting rating, like how many dates you just didn't go past the first date, and it's called your ghosting rating. We should create it.
We should do it.
Copyright, copyright,
Wait, wait,
9/11/2020.
let's do
Oh
it.
my God, we need to. Yeah, I'm looking
Like
at
you
my
can
my
like
Krampus on my wall right now too while I'm at it.
all your dating like picture profiles could be like you in Halloween outfits too, and then like with your decorations, you can be like, I kind of already have that decoration. Swipe. Really looking for like, just kidding.
Dude, I would rock that app so hard.
Oh my God. Okay, I love it. Well. On that note, get
Speaking
it
of consumed
quick.
by the state of our country, what were
Eh,
you gonna say?
let's do this one quickly. I've had enough of the garbage.
Oh my
So,
God.
what the fuck, Trump? I feel like we need music for that section because
Burp, 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 burp. Boo! Okay, so let's actually talk about the Trump stuff before we dive into the yeah. So the Supreme Court is now legalizing racial profiling. That's cool. You know what else they're doing? Well, actually, Trump specifically, he thinks that domestic violence against women shouldn't be a crime. I'm going to link the speech he said. Oh, you think I'm taking it out of context? No, I'm not. He said it on a hot mic, standing
Mm,
in a podium, talking out loud that violence against women shouldn't be a crime. It's okay to slap your partners around a little, get them to obey you.
yeah, stay in line, right?
What is wrong with people? I wish this was a caption or a caption that had like the actual captioning too, but so disgusting, so disgusting.
What's
What is wrong with you?
what's so crazy is like he is spewing this stuff, and I know you like in the next one thing you were gonna bring up is like, did he have a stroke? Like, is he mentally okay? And it ultimately it doesn't excuse him
No,
if he is right, because this is such um damaging like rhetoric to send to your supporters who literally follow your every, beck and wish. And like to send that message out there, like I really just hope that people are listening. And I know it's so hard to listen when there are so many things going on and so many people
left, right, and center.
everywhere, right? But like really tune in to what he is saying and don't excuse him because he's old or, oh, that's just what he says. No, that's like, think about your sisters, your mothers, your daughters. That's
Mhm.
that. I mean, there's so much wrong here. And oh,
No, he wants it to be decriminalized, so it's not going to be an issue if you do get hit or slapped or punched or beaten. It's not that big a deal. You should
mhm.
just be okay with it.
Yeah. I love that someone here said, sounds like something a 34-time felon would say.
I saw that. And before I just completely swipe past it, the racial profiling thing. So the quote directly was today's Supreme Court order puts people at grave risk, allowing federal agents in Southern California to wow, to target individuals because of their race, how they speak, the jobs they work, or just being at a bus stop or a car wash when ICE agents decide to raid a place. For anyone perceived as a Latino by an ICE agent, this means living in a fearful paper please regime with risks of violent ICE arrests and detention. This also completely random left field here. Bad Bunny was quoted, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, saying, "Oh, I'll never tour in the US because I don't want people to fear that they're going to get taken by ICE at my concerts."
Yeah, yeah, that's a good call. And also incredibly sad that that's like where our country is now,
Hmm.
you know. Awful, awful. So do you think that he had a stroke based off of that video that you shared?
I don't know, man. It looks strokey.
Does, huh? Like his mouth.
He looks like a melted candle.
Mhm. Yeah.
Dare I say that's the epitome of kind of like the first confirmation that that happened, allegedly.
That would, I mean, I don't think I don't think anyone who like if you're cognitively not there, you should not be leading a country. I mean,
You
there's a lot of
shouldn't have access to nuclear weapons.
yeah, 100%. So that's terrifying.
Yeah. Let's shift a little over. It's like I'm just like tiptoeing towards it because I know we have
I
to get to
know.
that topic. So
So
let's talk about a little sports corner before
men-
we get on into the messiness. So Jake Moody's out, thank God. So if you are into sports, if you like the NFL and you know who Jake Moody is, you know that the 49ers kicker is hot garbage. He's been hot garbage and unpredictable and not even dependable for quite some time. This has been a long time coming. There are so many videos that came out of all the people being like cheering it on, like, yes, Julio is out, feel bad, whatever. Do better. It's your job. You're the kicker. You're the kicker
Yeah.
and you're not doing your job well. Like the fact that people have to do these like weird chants and fingers crossed and all these like things to see like hope that it goes between the goalposts and it's never a guarantee or even close. Like it's like boom, like far left. Like what are you doing, guy? You were literally a kicker.
So he wasn't great. And they're
Oh my
getting,
God. They got rid of him
oh no.
officially. So after the last game, it was an uproar. Everyone, even I posted about it. And I don't really like, I rarely post about like my opinions because obviously, like, I'm not in the big fantasy world and like knowing all the stats and all the back end stuff and blah, blah, blah. I, for years, have said Jake Moody needs to get replaced, please. So they actually did replace him. Let me see, Jake Moody replacement. They did replace him, Eddie Pinerio. Yeah, I'm definitely butchering that. Uh, uh, Jake Moody was officially released on September 9th after two missed field goals in the season opener game alone. Two. He missed two field goals in the opener.
Not
Frackin' A.
good. Oh.
So Eddie Pinerio. Wow, I am so white Mexican. It's Pin with the accent on the top, Eiro. Pineo?
Paneo? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see it. I'm really not good when people spell things and I can't see the words, but wait, let
I'm
me.
gonna drop it in the chat.
I might not do any better.
You're
Eddie
hey, you're more Mexican than me.
Panero. Panero? Paneo.
Ah,
Panero.
I was close.
Panero.
Anyway, so he's out. Good riddance, Moody. Bye. And then what's this Epstein update before we dive into the thing we've been dreading?
Okay, well, listen, I specifically added the Epstein update because of what happened with Charlie Kirk and that like there was a lot that happened with Epstein, or maybe not as much as we were hoping to, but things were happening this week in that sphere too, and I feel like it definitely got overshadowed. Um, so what's in the book of birthday messages to Epstein?
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes. So, a U.S. congressional panel has released a redacted copy of an alleged birthday book, which, by the way, what the book is a birthday book, given
I
to
know it's not like a wedding book, like a guest book.
a birthday book. I've never had one. Maybe that's something that billionaires.
Actually, I had an inappropriate birthday book. One of my birthdays, I was like 22 or 23, had a party at my house in Altamira, and I woke up and I didn't realize that everyone had passed around the notebook like as the party was happening, and I was completely oblivious to it. I didn't know.
Yeah,
And
it does
then
sound like
people
that.
were signing, yeah, like they were drawing pictures, like phallic pictures,
Oh,
and like signing
fine.
their names.
It's probably not too far off.
Well, a little less pedo.
Little less pedo. Um, yeah, so this was for his 50th birthday in 20, oh my goodness, 2003. I cannot talk.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so
Class of 2003. Ooh.
I'm 2005.
Yeah, but I'm also only 1 year older than you, aren't I?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah, 39.
I was older for my class.
I'm younger. I graduated at 17.
So the book was released with like a trove of documents and included the late convicted pedophile will his like personal address book with contacts and included royalty, politicians across the globe, and celebrities and models. So this was just like, his buddies. 238 pages, guys. What? Of messages and photos sent by many of Epstein's friends, including a letter carrying a signature resembling US President Donald Trump. I love that they're saying resembling because what's been happening is it's this like icky letter where it's like a picture drawing of a naked, people have been saying woman. I'm gonna
It's a
go,
child.
yeah, it's a naked.
I'll say it. It's a fucking child.
And it's his signature. And I'm
Where the
sorry, but
where the pubic area is.
when I sign your birthday card, Danielle, I do not put Damiana Pierce. I
No.
put Damiana. So
Hmm.
like it makes sense. So stop trying to defend a pedo. Um, so basically, the House Oversight Committee last month issued a legal summons for the executors of Epstein's estate to produce these documents, including the birthday book. And lawyers from the estate sent documents to the committee afterwards. On Monday, the committee released the alleged birthday book as well as Epstein's will. So, this was released. We talked about this a while ago. It was released by the New Yorker or the New York Times.
One of them. I don't
Yeah,
know which
Wall
one.
Street Journal. One of them.
One of them.
And it was like his Trump's people were like, absolutely not. That doesn't even exist. They said it doesn't even
Of
exist.
course.
And so now, basically, this was handed over through our legislators. So it definitely does exist. What Trump allegedly wrote. So I thought I read this and I thought this was like really creepy. People are fixated at the end, but just like as a whole, it's creepy. So for some reason it says voiceover. I don't quite understand that, but then it says there must be more to life than having everything. Donald. It almost looks like a script. Like Donald says this, but it doesn't. Donald. And then by her boobs, yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me that the last time I saw you. Donald, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. Yeah.
I saw that final like this the sign off. If okay,
Vibes that you're getting?
the people who still think it's like that's misconstrued or not what he meant or whatever, then what's the secret? It's creepy as fuck.
Either
Like you
way,
guys are such delusional weirdos that you think that this is not like the fact that we've seen so many pieces of evidence and the fact that it's like all of these things are coming out, and I'm just gonna dare I say, a lot of these things are coming out to distract us from the files. A lot of these things are happening, and there's people are still are like, no, it's just it's incorrect. It just they don't exist, or it's not it's taken out of context. It's not how it's supposed to be saying like that. You're reading it wrong.
so this was from the Wall Street Journal that released it earlier this year. The note features what appears to be an imagined conversation between Trump and Epstein, where they agree there is more to life than having everything and that they have certain things in common. So he
Yep.
writes in his book, they are buddies in his birthday book, and he writes this like imagined conversation, kind of like a script, like I said.
Hmm.
Very creepy on like so many levels.
And can you say the send off again? What was the secret? Say the
Uh,
secret part?
what was the secret?
No, what was the last line?
Oh, the last line. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret. We can agree that there is a secret. Do you not know? You want to know what the secret is
That
between a child molester and your president?
a child sex trafficker, a child
All of
predator, and
them.
our president. There is literally a video that I couldn't even post because we have kids and like it literally was just so bad. but it showed these three little girls terrified of it was like them outside of like a function or something. And these three little girls are holding each other's hands, terrified, like terror on their face. And it's like Jeffrey Epstein is standing here, and then President Trump is talking to them. He's not President Trump at this point, but like prior. And he's talking to the girls, and the girls look so scared and shaken, like they're traumatized.
Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy. And the denial from the White House has been like whiplash because they said it doesn't exist. And then they're like that's not his signature. And then they said he was an informant. Did you hear that one?
Oh, the FBI informant?
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Of something that doesn't exist, though.
Right. So, um people's signatures also change over time. So this whole like breakdown in the BBC, like messages from for Epstein's birthday, long tail from the Donald, like then they
That's
like
the only change. It literally is like one is a little longer than
name.
my sometimes if I'm feeling spunky, my little loop-de-loop on my signature is a little more loopy.
But his, I mean, he it looks like he like, updated probably when he became president. So, anyways, that is just that update. I mean, I did see too that you posted oh, what was her name? I got it here. Lisa Murkowski has cast a deciding vote to block the release of the Epstein files.
Yep.
Um,
She was the last one.
yeah. So that's in
Complicit. You're complicit in all of the shit that's happened to these poor people, these survivors that had to endure all this trauma and all of this abuse. You're complicit.
It's yeah, they need to vote her out. Um she's that's worse than complicit. Like you're tying your name with these like heinous acts against children. So yeah, there's a special place for you somewhere.
Worse
Anyway,
than hell.
so, okay, moving on into what we will state in the beginning that like we had a conversation in the offline of like what we really wanted to talk about, what we didn't want to talk about as far as Charlie Kirk. It's obviously a very sensitive conversation. The country is at such a divide. Um like it's genuinely scary to read, I think, on both sides, right? Like there's just some scary stuff happening. We'll start by saying too that like we do not condone violence. Um, and hearing that uh his children and his wife were there and witnessed it, that's that's awful. Very, very terrible and heartbreaking. Um, so Charlie Kirk was shot. Um, this was Wednesday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Why does it feel like a million years?
Because so much shit has come out since, and everyone is, it's just been everywhere. That's
Crazy.
why.
Yeah, it's been everywhere, all consuming. Um, and basically he was as he was like shot on the video, he was just answering a question about transgender mass shooters. Um, and this was, you know, pretty bad because the video was everywhere and very traumatizing. Um, what what are your thoughts? What are you?
Well, I'm also looking at the last thing that was said right before it happened. So there was, yes, like you said, he was answering questions that were being asked at this rally, right?
Utah Valley University.
Okay.
Um, and from what I read, he was invited by a student, or students. And I would think this was usually like he would go to campuses that were like pretty liberal, or he sometimes would visit more liberal campuses. But I think on this side of things, it was like more on the conservative side. Um, so, maybe just kind of keep that in mind. That is like a very, it's a red state. Um, So yeah, so
So
he,
the audience member, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? Kirk, too many. Audience member, the answer is five. Now, five is a lot. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years? Kirk, counting or not counting gang violence? That's when he was shot. Those were
very.
his last words, counting or not counting gang violence.
Mm.
Um, I do have to say, and I'm being very careful with saying this too, it's just the fact is a lot of the videos that did come out, there was the prominent one we all saw, the one
Yeah.
that, he was shot in the neck. And then there was one that I refused to post just because of the nature of it. It's just so, there's certain ones it's like you don't need to see that. Um, CBS News posted though. It's been now been circulating everywhere, but it's showing them actually physically carrying his body out,
Yeah.
his limp body. And just the fact that his children were there, his wife was there, that in itself is
Trauma.
completely just the most foulest thing ever. Like I've personally dealt with trauma, my children have too, but it's just you can't take that away. You can't erase it. No matter how much trauma therapy you do, you cannot erase it. It doesn't ever go away. You will always have that. So part of me is like, I hope that they were looking down or blinking at the time so they didn't see the initial shot. I hope that they were guarded or taken away so they didn't have to see his body. Because there's a lot of things that will stick with their brains forever. The things that will never be erased, the things that will never go away. You will always have that in the back of your head. There are things that I have in the back of mine I'll never get into on here, but it will never go away. It's in my brain forever. There are certain things that will trigger the image. There are certain things that will trigger that moment. And that's going to be the same for them. If they hear a car backfiring, I can only imagine that'll be a trigger for them.
Yeah.
Things like that. So I hope how old were the children? Young,
I want to
like very
say,
young.
yeah, pretty young. Like 3, I think, 3, 4. So yeah, very, very young. Because he was only 31. Um, the shooter is still at large. I did see that they posted pictures, surveillance of like someone jumping off of a building, and they have like some images, but obviously there is a manhunt underway. Um, and so I wanted to also, it would be remiss to not, um, I just wanted to read some quotes about Charlie. We don't agree at all. And I was watching what's the kid's name that we Dean and yeah,
A starts with an A.
yes. They both were there, or one of them was there.
One of
Uh,
them was there and actually did a video like right after and just like couldn't even put his thoughts together. And then,
traumatizing. I mean, this is I think for everyone, right, who is there is it's traumatizing.
well, even one of the people that was filming goes, "Run, run, run!" Like you can hear the fear in him, thinking like it was about to be a mass shooting. It wasn't just a
Right.
targeted thing.
This is the America that we're living in. For me, this it goes to guns. Like this, there's a gun issue. We have a gun issue. And so Charlie Kirk was a conservative US political activist and campaigner for President Donald Trump. I think Trump definitely owes him like a lot of like the younger voters. While he wasn't like exactly a politician, I think that his rhetoric swayed a lot of the legislation that we're seeing today. And so I will say it's hard for me because I do not agree with him and what his rhetoric was. To me, it was simply hate speech. Um, but no, I don't think that he deserved to die. So I'm going to read some of the quotes because I think if I didn't, it wouldn't be true to like who we are, and it wouldn't be fair to the people who, in my opinion, he was oppressing.
And
And
where are these quotes? Are they from him directly, or are you going to say who the quotes are from?
yeah, these are from him directly. These are pulled from Yahoo News, but they're all over. And you
And
can
there's videos. Yeah.
there's videos of them, yeah. So it's not they're not just the quotes by themselves. So anyone who's, listening to this, you can go and search them for yourself and see the videos. So at one point he said in 2023, he said, he thinks gun deaths are worth it to have a Second Amendment. Um, and I'm just going to keep this extremely neutral as much as I can.
Hmm.
Um, I think it's worth it, quote, I think it's worth the cost to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment. Um, and then people have been saying this one too. On his self-titled radio talk show, Kirk expressed his dislike of the word empathy. I can't quote, I can't stand the word empathy. Actually, he said, I think empathy is made up of new age term that does a lot of damage. And then appearing on Jubilee's internet show, Surrounded Kirk insisted Black people were, quote, better in the 1940s under Jim Crow laws. While debating a college student, Kirk said they were actually, quote, better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil, but what happened? Something changed. They committed less crimes. This is really hard to read this.
Also, I need to chime in something here. So a lot of people are saying, well, he was a father. You have to be sympathetic to that. George Floyd was also a father, and Charlie Kirk called him a scumbag. Quote.
Great. Yeah. So, um, yeah, it kind of, yep. It's a tough one.
These are just a few. These are a very small handful amongst the many quotes that you can find that he said. The many things that he has said are despicable.
Mhm.
He has used racial slurs. He straight up called someone at one of these events the CH word that was the girl from Love Island used that caught her kicked off.
Oh.
So he used that on video.
Mhm.
He went after someone and started yelling, and they had to like literally people were getting up to like grab him. He had a temper. He said a lot of inappropriate things. He called a guy who was black. He was talking about his own personal experience with being called the N-word. And Charlie kindly said, I don't believe you. I think you're lying on video.
He said awful things about women, about trans people. The one that really got me today, oh, was this one. His quote. Black women do not have brain processing power to be taken seriously. You have to go steal a white person's slot. That is freaking deplorable. Like, I am so upset by that.
But
That
please, let's have a moment of silence and our flags at half staff, please, for this stand-up fella.
I'm not celebrating. And he's
No,
up
we've
by saying,
already we have already said this is never, never should never be something that happens to anybody. This is
no,
never something that should be ever acceptable.
but a man of God using God's name, um, it would say that is not a man of God. No, I don't know. So, yeah, this was a tough one. We're gonna move on.
I'm gonna go actually over and give a moment of silence for someone who, dare I say, multiple people who really needed that moment of silence, but not a peep from anybody. The Colorado high school shooter that shot uh, Evergreen High School, that happened the same day. So there
Mhm.
was a school shooting, another one. There have been actually 100 school shootings in 2025 so far.
It's
100.
insane.
100. We're just at the tippy top of September. So this also makes me really thankful that like I said, this is going to echo what we said on our last episode. It makes me thankful that I have the option to keep my kids at home because I would be terrified every day having to drop my children off at school. Terrified that this could happen to them too, because sometimes it's a high school, sometimes it's a Catholic school during mass. Sometimes it's an elementary school. You never know. It just seems to happen more and more frequently. And the shooter was identified as radicalized by some extremist network, end quote. That was his motive, that he had a mission. He had, there's one death as of right now. Two are still hospitalized and recovering, or potentially not. We don't know yet. It still just happened yesterday. Again, this all happened yesterday. Today is 9/11 to yesterday was 9/10. You're gonna hear this on probably 9/12. I'll get this out on Friday. But the thing is that's kind of despicable is the fact that President Trump so quickly posted, honoring Charlie Kirk, wanted to make sure it was known on socials, just, putting out his name, and I'll give the exact, I have a lot of screenshots. Um, he put out a tweet and he immediately condemned the killing of Charlie Kirk. He has not said anything in regards to the school shootings. I think he said that they weren't going to do anything. That was last week, that they weren't really going to do any changes or anything because he was asked about it in a conference. And then somebody pointed out that, he still has not condemned the June assassination of Democratic Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hortman either. But he was immediately
Hmm.
quick to condemn the killing of Charlie Kirk. Um, I don't know. I just think that this world is a really scary, unpredictable place, and it's just kind of sickening of people are so up in arms about people who aren't saying like rest in peace. They weren't putting in prayers up for Charlie Kirk, but they were completely quiet when little children were getting shot and murdered. What about their families?
Hmm.
They all had families. They all had parents. They all had siblings that are going to have to go their life knowing that their sibling is dead because of a gun, because of a shooter. And they're not saying a damn word. Silence. But the moment that this fella, everyone's all up in arms, pointing fingers at the damn liberals, the far left, we're all just celebrating. No one's celebrating.
Alrighty. Yeah.
No one is celebrating.
It's like celebrating versus like there are people that I've read comments where they're like they don't care. That's different, but they're not celebrating. I
Or
think
they're indifferent.
yeah. I really feel like everyone needs to take a page out of Mel Robbins, the right, the left. Like you can't control people, babe. Like you just can't. It's let them. So if you feel like people are being gross, like let them and let you like move the fuck on.
And
So
also take a page out of Kelty Knight's upcoming book. Fuck them.
that too. Right? Like it's just like they just want to be mad. They just want to blame
The
um
damn liberals.
yeah, the liberals. But we don't even know who this person is. So ah, anyways, what a shit week. And
Mhm.
right, like for
And I'm
the
gonna say, like we said last week, I know that the defense is gonna say the argument that I love to hear, but I'm gonna say guns gotta go.
yeah,
Guns have got to go. Oh, guns don't kill people. People kill people. People, crazy people will still have access to the guns. They can probably still get them.
let's do nothing then,
Then
right?
do absolutely nothing. Just sit there. Just let it happen then.
Keep doing this, huh? Like
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Like you could put that logic in literally anything in your day to day. Like if you are someone who gets shit done, and like you like how could you and I think that there are a lot of like amazing, hardworking Americans who like to get shit done. Um, how could you sit there and say that and be like, let's do nothing and sit on our hands? Like
Mhm.
you're protecting guns over human lives. Simple. That's all it
Mhm.
comes down to. Like you're in denial. you gotta let it go. It's gonna be okay. Yeah.
To quote Frozen, let it go. Let it
Yeah.
go.
We don't need them. I bet you will see some improvement. We got to try something. How about that?
I mean,
Let's
other countries that have banned guns, they're speaking out left and right, being like, hey, UK here, get rid of your fucking guns. We haven't had any
No,
mass
it's
shootings
not the
here.
guns. They're just like
It's
not
people
listening.
kill people.
Yeah, you go down the rabbit hole every time and you deflect and you go to a different argument, to the next argument. But the people who really need to make this change happen is voting the right people in office, calling your representatives, like, and standing up to like your circle, your own circle, and being like, do we need these guns? Do we really need these? Anyways,
Otherwise, there's also the mute button.
that too. Yeah.
Let's go into the good news we're sipping so then we can get to what we watched because we watched a lot. But go to the good news we're sipping.
I have a good one. So, a Kentucky nurse revives a drunk raccoon found in a dumpster by using CPR. Dear Lord, I love it here now again. So yes, you read that headline correctly. When a nurse in Kentucky, Kentucky's Leecher County, scooped a dead, drunk raccoon out of a dumpster, she was desperate to save its life. It had been a normal day on the job for Misty Combs, arriving um, at the health department location just next door to the Kentucky Miss Moonshine Distillery. It's difficult to imagine many other states where these two firms would share a parking lot, a health department, and a moonshine distillery. But it was there that last week. Combs saw a raccoon darting back and forth, behaving strangely. And Combs told local news that curiosity led her to follow the raccoon to a nearby dumpster where the stink of alcohol was heavy in the air. The distillery had discarded some fermented peaches in the dumpster, and looking inside, two juvenile raccoons had gotten stuck. It was like, we have to get them out, she told the news. It was a motherly instinct in me because I saw that mama and she was trying so hard to get her babies back and she didn't know what to do. Oh, so Combs got a shovel, extended one of the two babies easily enough, but the second lying in water, which was probably flammable at that point, seemed unconscious. She was dead drunk, drunk as a skunk. But fortunately for the tipsy trash panda, Combs provided another round, this time of CPR. So it had drowned and was full of water. You could feel the water, so immediately I just started doing CPR on it. My God. And the entire time I was afraid it would come to and eat me up. Raccoons carry rabies, so I was afraid of that too. So she first started patting it on its back, but shortly flipped it over and began administering chest compressions. Fortunately, raccoon rib cages are quite malleable and their heart's small, so Combs needed only one hand. I guess it came to. Combs was the only blonde. Yeah. So, anyways, oh,
This,
the little raccoon was flailing on its back, screaming, and in a few seconds, the screaming stopped and it went under. So I went in. Oh my
oh my
God.
God.
This is like hilarious and terrifying at the same time. Um, anyways, this.
I that is hilarious. I have in honor of 9/11, good news recipient. This goes back to that fateful day. So Steve Buscemi was a New York City firefighter from 1980 to 1984. The day after 9/11, he returned to his old firehouse to volunteer. He worked 12-hour shifts for several days looking for survivors in the rubble. Steve Buscemi, actor,
Love
been
that.
in, love that. And there was a lot of volunteer firefighters that came out to help find people in the rubble. I remember there's so many photos from that fateful day. Uh, I remember sitting in like my high school classroom. I remember watching the TV, and then it was time to go to the next class, and we literally just went to the next class to do the same thing. Like you just like that day just was,
Yeah.
and there was the moment where like people were starting to get picked up by their parents. and stuff, but I remember just being like, this is nuts. Like, what is happening? Because like we watched it happen on TV. Where were
Yeah.
you? Do you remember?
Yeah, I randomly got picked up by my dad for like a very early breakfast before school. So do you remember the Cardinal?
Yeah.
So we went to the Cardinal and we could hear it on the news. Someone was playing the news. So it was like 6 in the morning. And then yeah, I think I do remember seeing it on TV. I don't remember if like that was like back home. Like maybe I got dropped off back home. Yeah.
I was not picked up. I know it was homeroom, and then the second period, like we just went from like room to room, basically just watching the news.
And so then I had like driver's ed, and so I think we had just like listened to it too, and then I think they ended up like maybe dismissing everyone. But yeah, I I didn't know New York. I didn't know what like the Twin Towers were. I literally thought it was like an airport. I remember in my like child brain, I was like, was it an airport tower, like the
So I knew because of friends, because they would always
Oh.
show the sky, this like the skyline
Mhm.
right there, and like, and then we'd go to the apartment building, and then it would go inside. So like I only knew it from that, and then also obviously there are certain movies that it's still present, and it's weird and kind of jarring a little bit, like not jarring like dramatically jarring, but more of like, whoa, kind of thing when you watch old movies and TV shows from back then and you see them.
Yeah, it's very, I don't, have you been to New York?
No, I want to. It's always been on my bucket list. I want to go so
That,
bad.
that memorial space that they built for it is, I mean, I don't think I've ever felt so taken back. Like it is, like the energy hits you like it's thick. It is um really devastating and sad and peaceful and just somber, like all the emotions still to this day. Um, so anyone who's out there who's ever thought about going, if you're like from out of town, like I mean, or you're from out of country, like I think that it's worth it to do it. It's just one of those like experiences you have to experience for yourself. Um, don't shy away from it, but yeah, that was an awful thing to happen to so many people, innocent people. And I hope that nothing ever happens like that again.
I really, I really
Yeah.
hope. I mean, that's all we can really do is, in this case,
Mm-hmm.
thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Um, well, let's go over into what we watched.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a good few ditties. I already talked about the fact that I watched Trick or Treat. If you haven't seen it, and it's not a horror movie that is like a Conjuring or a Paranormal Activity that's going to scare you, give you nightmares. It's fun. It's literally like a comic book come to life. So it's one of those ones that has like comedy elements in it. It has a couple of like boo kind of like quick ones, but it's not scary at all. So highly recommend it. It's definitely not for kids though, so don't watch it with kids. You see a lot of boobies because there's a scene the girlies get naked. Um, and then that one I own, but you can obviously buy it on Amazon Prime or Apple. I'm still watching Platonic season 2. I didn't actually because we're recording a day early. I normally watch my FYTM OTW on Thursday. Um, so I didn't watch one this week, but I did watch Wednesday season 2, part 2, because they did the whole fun thing where they released 4, waited a month, then released the last 4, and I actually watched it and forgot to talk about it in our last episode. Um, season 1 was better,
No, wait, I'm gonna watch it. Don't.
but I do want to say, did you watch part 2 yet?
No, I haven't watched part one or two. I'm waiting
No,
to.
no. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, there's videos going around where it's like, I never found Tyler hot until he became a lunatic in a psych ward. And then there's the zombie that you'll get introduced to, like literally in the first episode. The
Funny.
zombie turns out to be so hot. Holy moly, like was not in my bingo card. But this zombie was because like the more flesh he eats, the more regenerated he is.
Huh?
So he ends up turning out to be a pretty hot zombie. Hello, zombie.
Oh, yes.
But no, it's really it's good. Like it's definitely entertaining. I just think part or season one was better.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
Um, but still watch it. And then there is a show. Who Diddy?
Who did
There's
Diddy?
not Who Diddy, not Diddy. Oh God. Um, there's a show on Amazon Prime called The Runarounds.
The runarounds
And
here.
did you ever watch Outer Banks?
Oh, no, I didn't, but
But there is a band apparently that plays in the show Outer Banks. This is the creator of Outer Banks, made this show, but it's on Amazon Prime, not Netflix. There's Outer Banks on Netflix. But the
Mhm.
Runarounds is an actual real life band.
Huh.
But the show itself is like scripted, but the
Okay.
band itself is real. So when they're playing, they're actually really playing. So it's not like this thing when like people are holding guitar doing this and like all of a sudden they're doing a solo, but their hands don't change. You know, they're actually playing. They can sing and play, but they're actually a real band. And it's an 8 episode show. A friend of mine and I were both watching it, and so I'm the girl perspective. He loved it. He's a guy perspective. Both 10 out of 10.
Okay.
So good. It basically starts off like the first episode is senior year, they're graduating. They're in this like band that's like not, they literally have like a short narration just so you're introduced
Yeah.
to the people so you know who you're talking about. But that kind of stops. So it's not going to be a show where you're constantly hearing him talk.
Mhm.
Um, but it is just it goes through like the whole summer of them being this really cool band and like how they grow and all the things and there's a little romance in there and it's just such a good show. Like I'm not joking when I say 10 out of 10. It is 10 out of 10. Would not change a single solitary thing about it. It was that good.
Okay.
So
I'll check.
highly, highly recommend Amazon Prime, The Runarounds. And the band itself is really good. The songs they have, because they do covers, but they also do like their own originals.
Mhm.
Their original songs are really good too.
Okay.
So give them a listen. And I'm always the one that like I don't care about the lead singer. Like I've never been like, oh, lead singer is so hot. I'm always like the drummer or the guitarist, like the people on the side.
Yeah.
And it's the same. There's this one that's it's like his name's Axel, and it's probably really creepy because I'm sure he's like what, 25. But
Hey,
he
what up?
is so adorable. Oh my God, he's so cute. But he also has another band that he does that it's like the Monkeys. But do you remember the band Say Anything from emo days?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know how they like were poppy and like upbeat, but they were talked about really sexually explicit stuff. It's kind of like that, but he does like with his Axel band, not the runarounds, but he does his own stuff with his Axel band. But it's like 50s, 60s doo-woppy like beats, but
Yeah.
they talk about like sexually explicit stuff.
Oh, interesting.
So
Okay.
it's fun. It's like a fun little band, and their music video is really cute. So highly recommend watch the runarounds. Can't tell you enough. You have to do it. And then we're here, guys. We have only one episode left after today. One episode left next week. The last episode. Dami, you're in the home stretch. We're almost
We're getting
there.
chocolate for this conversation.
No, next week you're gonna have to be like popcorn chocolate. You're like, it's finally over. Um, The Summer I Turned Pretty, episode 10, was like an hour, 15 minutes. It was a long one. And takes place where Belly's in Paris. She's living life. There's this how do you make hot pants Benito? There's funny things online that I've seen. It's like once Conrad comes, because at the end, Conrad gets a plane ticket to go see her.
Mhm.
And everyone's like, Benito will be Benito. Like, so. But I love Benito. Get introduced to this character and he's awesome. He's so good. I'm like, Conrad, just go find your girl somewhere else. Like, you don't need to go back to Belly. Get a new one. Benito can be the like Paris boyfriend because he's actually like I think Italian living in Paris, hence the name Benito.
Okay.
Um, but they're so cute together. She's glowing. It's not drama. She finally has that like last call, or not last call really, but she finally has a call with Jeremiah, the one that she still wanted to marry, even though she was in love with the brother. But
Mhm.
they had a call, they had a chit chat, things were fine. They kind of like did that like pre-series finale, like we're gonna be fine, we'll just be friends. It's fine, whatever. Um, and then Conrad has been writing her letters. She hasn't been responding, but he's still writing her letters, just trying to be like, I'm here. I hope you're doing well. I wish you nothing but the best. I'm picturing you having these amazing adventures in Paris, yada, yada, yada. And then finally, at the end, he gets a ticket.
Hmm.
And it's so funny. Everyone's like saying like what a flex it is, but it's really like because he goes to just to right up to the counter and it's like, yeah, I want to change because he got like a medical intern because he's still like an aspiring doctor.
Mhm.
So he got like an internship or something in Brussels. So he wants to go to Paris, but he needs to change his ticket to go sooner so he has time to see Belly. And so he's like, I want to switch out my ticket for an earlier flight. Sure, no problem. It'll be $485. And he's like, fine. Hands the card. No thought about it. Everyone's like, okay. Sorry, I would have had to really think about it.
Yeah.
Like $485 or something like that. It's like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
Um, so the end is it's her birthday weekend coming up, and she gets in a salon chair and she's about to cut her hair, and then it goes to black screen. So the next one's going to be the finale, and it's supposed to be a little longer, I think like another hour, 15-minute one. But oh, Taylor and her brother, Belly's brother, Steven, they're going to move in together. And that's pretty much really all that happened. Like Jeremiah actually doesn't go to school anymore. He's been lying to his dad, so his dad cut him off.
Mhm.
But other than that, I mean, like the next episode really does have to just kind of cover the Conrad and Belly. I really don't know if they're gonna have to really come back to like America storylines because they kind of cut like closed it up a little. So I'm really curious how this last episode's gonna go. But poor Benito. I think Benito and Belly. Benito and Belly.
Benito and Belly. Is that her real name in the show?
Isabel.
Dear
The
God.
boys, Conrad and Jeremiah, call her Belly. They've called her Belly since because they were friends as children.
Yeah, yeah. Belly.
I know it's like I like that there's like if any guy ever called me Belly, I'd be like, bye. Fuckhead.
My God.
So yeah,
Oh,
the next step, or I'm gonna do a lengthy recap next episode.
I'm gonna
Or next.
pause and I'm gonna get an ice cream and then eat an
Oh,
ice cream, like,
you're gonna eat on the podcast?
should I not? Oh, okay. I guess I'm
Oh,
gonna, well,
you
I
mean next week or right now?
no, next week.
Oh, next week? Yeah. Oh no. You can eat. You can pop popcorn in the background. I don't care.
I made this headpiece while you were talking though, and I think it's quite, I was like, oh, I could sell this.
Hello, Etsy shop. All right. Now, what did you watch? I actually didn't realize I forgot that I watched something that you watched, but we'll chat about that together.
I didn't get to watch very much this week. Charlie like got back from his big trip and I feel like we've been like catching up on like sleep and things to do. Like every night I've almost gone to bed at 11:40, but like doing stuff. Like not I know, but not
That
like
is so late.
oh wait.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I've been exhausted. So what I've watched while I've been doing the dishes, is With Love, Megan, which you said you started to watch. I think I'm on the third or fourth episode. Um, I just finished the one where she met with the is it fat, salt, acid, or I'm saying that backwards, but that cookbook. Um, that lady. And I mean it's like more of the same and it's totally up my alley, right? Like there's no shockers there. Some of the things that she does is like even for me, I'm like, I guess I'm not gonna make a journal book unless like I'm literally
Giving it
going.
as a birthday present.
Well, no, like I would say like if someone was like they had it all set up, I would be excited about it, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to like
I expect that next time I come.
God. But the recipes look really good. That chicken salad recipe that she made with that chef looked really good.
Dude, oh, you haven't gotten to the Jay Shetty and his wife, right?
No, no, not yet.
So Jay Shetty and his wife, I think, are the fourth episode. They make a vegan, because they're both vegan, so they make a vegan curry, I think, and
Oh, nice.
homemade naan and all that. And I'm like, I want to make all of that.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
make homemade soaps.
Oh, that's cute.
Hmm.
She made the kids aprons looked like a cute craft. Like they're just she's just cute. I mean, like I think that people think that she's like fake, but that's just like I know that she's not without knowing her because I'm like that and I
You're like,
identify.
my good friend Megan.
It's just like security. Um But
Bestie.
like, I just know I know what it's like to be that way. Like you just want to like entertain and you want like the best for like everyone and you want to like create this experience and craft and like just dive into like the actual good about life is like good food, good friends, good drinks, like
Good vibes. Like she's literally
vibes,
setting.
learning. Yeah.
Imagine having all that stuff just like readily, like when you come over, like, oh, I have all these things that I made for you. And we're gonna do some crafts and we're
Mhm.
gonna make some food.
Her life is like people get mad that like she's like so out of touch, but guys, this is like don't be offended. Think of her as like this is what happens when you take a good chunk of like the worries of life. Like I'm not saying that she doesn't have worries, like I know that she does,
Mhm.
but it's when you remove a lot of it and then you get like this like goodness. That's what we should all be striving for.
She makes just like she's very calming.
Yeah, she's calm, right?
So calming. I'm just like, girl, you'd be like a walking therapy ball. Like, whereas just you're just
Yeah.
like, just spend a weekend at Megan's house and you'll feel great.
Oh, she's cute. So I watched that. I watched a romance because I watch a romance movie about once a week.
A throwback.
A throwback that I have never actually seen.
I don't think I've actually seen, it was like before, it was, we were too young.
Yeah, so it came out in 1995.
Oh, he was attractive in this one.
Beautiful. Golden Globes, Keanu Reeves is in it. A ton of Sanchez.
Gijon.
Anthony Quinn, Alfonso Arau.
Just get into the movie.
Anyway, so Keanu Reeves plays a World War II vet, and he falls for a pregnant and unwed woman who persuades him during their visit, during their first encounter to pose as her husband. That's the synopsis of it.
Why does
Uh,
this remind me of Pearl Harbor?
I don't remember Pearl Harbor
I'm
that.
gonna watch Pearl
Oh,
Harbor
I
because
watched. It was long, right?
yeah, but Josh Hartnett, Kate Beckinsale,
I
friggin' I
saw it. I
think.
just don't remember.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that. That's what I'm gonna watch next week because oh my God, that whole storyline sounds so familiar to the Pearl Harbor movie. I watched
Oh,
Pearl Harbor at Charlie's. I have like a vivid memory watching that at Charlie's house.
oh, funny. Deborah Messing is in this movie too for like a hot second. She plays
What?
Keanu, his wife. That like they ended up. Yeah, I won't ruin it. But anyway, so
Oh, I'm not gonna just tell me. It came out
oh,
in
so
1995.
cute. They end up getting a like annulment. Like he basically married her right before he was like shipped off to war, and then he
Then he
sends.
found someone better.
No, he sends her letters like every single day, and when he comes back home, she like didn't read a single one, and like you could tell like the pressure that she's putting on him to like be rich and successful. He's like, I want to like, you didn't read any of my letters?
She
And so
didn't read any of his love letters?
not a single one. And she was like, well, it was just so scary while you were there. And so he
I'm
goes,
sorry. I'm sorry. If a man
right?
writes you a love letter, you read the love letter.
If someone like Keanu Reeves writes you a letter every single day while he's risking his life, like you read the letter. So anyway, so he goes and like he ends up on this trip. I forget why, but that's when he meets the love interest, and she's like part of this Mexican family who lives in California who owns a vineyard, and her family's like very affluent, and Keanu is like comes from like no family, and so it's just this really sweet story of family and like accepting him and bringing him in and like really finding like this like love with like her but also with her family, and it just was super super sweet.
Fun fact,
Yeah.
the winery that they filmed at is called Mayacamas Vineyards, and it's still an operating vineyard in Napa.
I
So,
believe it.
so you
Yeah,
can go visit it.
that makes sense. That I had to look up like the oldest vineyards, because that was a really interesting thing like that they did in this movie that you don't normally see is California was Mexico. And so like the story is like, hey, we've been here for generations. Like her dad is like plays this like hard ass at first where he's like, she can trace her lineage like 400 years back. Like, can you? And and it's just interesting to watch that kind of story unfold. So I wanted to see like what are the oldest vineyards in Napa, and there are some very old vineyards.
Well, this one was founded in 1889.
It's amazing. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Anyways, I recommend that movie if you want to throw back just a nice, easy something to watch.
It did inspire me to watch Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, there you go. And then lastly, I've been watching Upload here and there, which I love. Again, I mentioned this last time. It's just um sweet, easy, funny. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Can't recommend it
I
enough.
know,
It's
I need to catch up on that. That's the one I think because I was told to watch Hysteria on Peacock. There it has like Julie Bowen from Modern Family, the guy from Evil Dead.
hmm.
What's his name? Oh my God, he's like such. Oh my God, it's my brain.
Like Shaun of the No, I might think of Shaun
No,
of the
Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking Bill. Bruce Campbell, but he's in it and it's a another 8 episode show on Peacock. But I was gonna start getting to that because it is spooky season and I was told it was really good and it's scary vibes. So I'm gonna probably watch that. But I really do want to get back into Upload because I told you I watched the first season and I think I watched like the first 2 episodes of the second season and then I just never finished it.
Hmm.
So I'll definitely catch up.
Yeah, you should. Highly recommend. And then that's all that I watch, but I have been wanting, like before I dive fully into spooky season, I really want to watch You've Got Mail, but I don't want to pay for it.
It's
Um,
free on YouTube.
is it?
I
Oh,
literally, that was one of
you
my
did it,
FYI
huh?
TM OTWs.
What do I have? Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay, that one and then Sleep like all of the good 90s rom-coms right now all cost money and it's annoying.
Not on YouTube.
Okay, I'll just go on YouTube and figure it out.
Like you will have a couple commercials, but they're only 30 seconds.
Yeah, okay, deal.
Yeah. But yeah, that was one of my FYI TM
And
OTW.
and Only Murders in the Building just started up
Oh yeah.
again. So if you watch that and I watch that, I think we might be doing that one together because that
Okay,
is
but I didn't watch last season.
okay.
I need to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna make a list right now. I'm gonna make a list right now. So I need to watch Pearl Harbor, Upload, and Only Murders.
But other than that, guys, I think that's all that we have. Please like, subscribe, go to our TikTok. It needs love, lots and lots of love. Tell your friends about us.
Go to YouTube too. Go to Instagram. Instagram needs more followers. Like we're getting the views, just people are not hitting the follow. We're not that annoying. Just don't look at our stories if you don't want to see all like the political stuff.
That's true.
Yeah, just follow us, support us. Just don't look at our stories. Just meet us.
Yeah. All right. That's
All right,
all
well, thank you, and
for
we'll see you next week.
next week. Bye.
Bye.